Welcome to Derbyshire. I'm currently on the edge of the glorious Peak District. It's been a long time coming. The old gang is back together. And when I say old gang, the Bushcraft gang. We are missing a couple, but Jay is out and Ray is out, and I've dropped them off at the top of the hill. I've parked down in the village and I'm currently walking up there to meet them. So where are we? Well, we're on the edge of the Peak District, I'll leave it at that. We're in a forest that we used to bushcraft in quite a lot. But the place holds some really good memories for us, and this will be the first time that Jay has been out bushcrafting with us for about, let me think, I bet it's 2 years, but you know what, I'll ask him and we'll clarify. It might be longer than that even, but Ray and I were out in the same forest, in the same location, just over a year ago. I'll link to that video in the description. So I'm going to get myself up there. I know one of the trees has fallen down in the area that we usually camp, so I'm assuming I'm going to find them in that sort of area, but if not, I'll just give them a call. Right, this video will be filmed on the iPhone 6 Plus. I was going to bring the GoPro, but my version, the Hero 3, isn't great in the dark, as I don't think any of them are, to be honest. I didn't bring the DSLR, so we're on iPhone, and all the pictures will be from iPhone as well. Right, so hopefully you can see me. Okay, let's get on up there. Welcome back. I'm almost at the top of the hill now. It's quite a sharp climb up from the village below. There's a few real sharp ascents. It doesn't get any easier. You probably see that I'm perspiring. Doesn't help that I've got a fleece on as well. Layering, Dean, layering, honestly. No time for that. We've got a few beverages to drink. I'm at the top. Right, so if you were familiar with my last video from up here, which is linked in the description, you will have seen me climb this tree, which is no more, with the GoPro on my head. I was like hanging out of it right up there. And this is the clearing. I'm going to get more light on the game later on. I'll get my head torch out and stuff like that. Top of the forest up there, the sun set in the distance. And I've got two fine gentlemen here. Raymond. Hello. You'll recognise Ray. And obviously you recognise this lad as well.
Good evening.
That's absolutely blinding.
I can't see now.
I can't see now. That's it. Jay's just fashioning.
This is a knot I've came up with tonight. It's called the I don't really know about knots.
No, you do yourself out of it there, yeah. Right, the tarp's up now. We've got 1, 2, 3 Gore-Tex Bivvy bags, army issue. Trusty old. How long have we had these guys?
Years and years.
Absolutely years.
8, 9 years.
27 years.
Mine's date stamped 1993, but
We're just fixing head torches at the minute, believe me. Right, Jay's got his very geeky. How geeky is it, Jay?
on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's bicycle clip time.
Well, this is the epic tin of fire, so go for it, Jay.
Right, this is for my survival all around general geekiness. So I've got my strikers for my matches there, waterproof matches. Then, one thing at a time, I've got my waterproof matches in there. Then here, just some cotton wool for tinder, if needs be. Also in here, I've got some charcloth for firelight, and that takes a spark like nobody's business. You strike a fire still.
Here's one I made earlier.
Here's one I made earlier, so keep that dry. In here, and this is where geekiness changes its level. In here is cotton wool soaked in petroleum jelly because it's flammable, and then all you do, seal the ends up, excuse my cut, seal the ends up with a lighter, and inside there you've got watertight fire starters. Then, my little buck knife, because in case you need to make feather sticks out of there. Then, the good old magnesium firelighter. Obviously you've got your scrape as much magnesium off you want, and just away you go with the striker. And then same kind of deal here, just 2 just in case. So I've got another, whoa, another, when I can do it, it's outside here. There you go. And then here, that's just a candle, because so obviously you don't want to run through your matches. So you light your candle, keep your candle going, save your matches. And the only thing I ain't got in there is a lighter, but I don't smoke, so I don't need a lighter. We've got enough ways. Excuse me, I need a plaster. I'm going to pass out.
Right, so in this very clearing here, what year was it, Jay? The Bushcraft Kit Essentials video?
I think it may have been.
It's 06, isn't it?
Very early, 06, January, February 06.
Yeah. So January, February 06, we recorded a video called Bushcraft Kit Essentials, and back then there was only really Ramir's, a couple of others, and then the one that we did, and it did get quite a few views, quite a few comments. Obviously 200,000 is it, which is nothing in today's terms really when it comes to video views and stuff like that, but back then that was quite a lot in the early days of YouTube. That's on Jay's channel. I will obviously link that in the description. It was recorded on a, what was it, Nokia N70 or something like that, so it isn't HD. And we got similar sort of kit then. A lot of the kit that we're bringing tonight was from that original trip as well. Everything we've got is used and abused. Jay's bought some new stuff recently. A lot of my kit nowadays is like mixed with my wild camping stuff. Also, let me think. In that video, it was quite controversial with a few people, but a lot of people, the majority of people were on our side. With the fire steel, I, in my wisdom, struck the fire steel with the sharp edge of my knife instead of the back edge, which is usually the way you do it. But explain this now, Jay. Why did we do that again?
Was it because the knife was?
The knife was a Frostmore clipper,
and it was
carbon steel, wasn't it?
It was a different steel, so it wouldn't work.
We couldn't sharpen the.
If it was the other type of steel, is it stainless or carbon? One of the two.
Yeah.
It would have worked. But
I can't quite remember now, but we did get a lot of stick for that. But that was basically just to like animate what we were doing, just to show you the fire steel. But now there is 10 million videos of fire steels and all this sort of kit on YouTube. Back then we were one of the first, not being cocky or anything like that, but it was one of our first trips, and we were just showing you the kit that we bring with us every time, as I say in that video. So tonight is a chill out night. I'm going to try and get as much footage as possible. Obviously we're just using the head torches, and I've got the light on the iPhone 6 Plus, so we'll get as much as we can. So now it's fire time. I'm going to christen Jay's newly built fire kit. Let's do it.
Buck?
Cheaper, twice the price.
This is my new one. My old one bent because I tried to, well, I got instructed to chop a tree down.
A dead tree.
A dead tree. It was.
Catching hot. Right, welcome back people, guys, girls. We're just relaxing at the minute. Relaxing while I say relaxing. It's been throwing it down for the last week. It's pretty much solid. It isn't throwing it down now. It's nice clear skies, and it was clear skies the night before. But from about 3 in the morning, because obviously I've been checking the weather religiously, and so has Jay. From about 3 in the morning till about midday, it's been raining solid for about 9 hours. So a lot of the firewood is wet. We bought. Did you have a new washing machine and you got some bits of wood from that? Well, yeah, bits of wood that you get with washing machines and stuff like that. So we got like 4 bits of wood and just fire breath. We're keeping it going. It's all good. We're slowly getting it going. It's all good.
I'm just splitting the wood down just to try and get to the dry bits in the middle. And
shows your camp axe, Jay.
oh, this is
That is
boy.
rather camp.
10 quid. You know what I mean?
But it's in there. It's all good.
It's lightweight and it's sharp, and that's all we need.
Who's a lightweight?
I'm lightweight and I'm pretty sharp.
Well, ambulant.
Hold. I'm on fire. Stop. I'm enjoying it. It's a challenge. We've only been struggling there for about 2 hours just to get a fire going.
No, it's all good, mate. It's all
5
good.
hours.
We've got embers, and embers, it's all about the embers.
It is all about embers.
But it is, I mean,
There's a bit of a...
what would you, I mean,
If we don't get the fire going, we don't eat. So.
well, that's basically it. This is a pine forest that we're in at the minute. You probably can't, you actually can't see that. But ordinarily, I'll bring you back. Ordinarily what we do is we just walk off into the pine forest, get dead wood, dead fallen wood, and then just use that. But thankfully, I mentioned earlier on that the tree has fallen down. It's a bit of a shame because it was a bit of an iconic thing to have in the background, and I like that tree. I like that guy. But now we are using it for another purpose because that wood is a little bit drier than the rest. But yeah, we will eat.
We need your breath of fire.
Breath of fire coming in. Right, it's food time. Right, we're combating the wet wood by taking the edge, taking the bark off it. It seems to be working quite well, as you would expect. We've got the fire roaring now after cooking some food, and all's good in the world. How are you feeling, Ray? You alright, mate?
Tired.
Tired now.
Now I'm good. Now I'm good. I'm enjoying it.
Now.
I'm enjoying it as usual.
Ray is the camp splitter.
Oh, question.
I'll
answer the first.
So yeah, so basically Ray's got a good 2-3 hour more at that and then they can have a rest.
Cheers. That's it. It's not doing too bad, is it?
We're resorting to like extreme bushcraft measures, chopping the bark off and then splitting the wood down the middle 3-4 ways.
It's quite slimy, isn't it?
And that's the only way we can get, because everything's soaked, is an understatement.
But it's good wet weather practice anyway. I'll just turn my head torch off. Is it off yet?
There'll be a breeze in spring and summer.
Yeah. We've spent many a night down here, haven't we, in
Yeah.
really good conditions in summer with dry wood. You can just pick the wood up off the floor, and we've had a few nights like this as well, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah. But
That night when you and I came and we made bannock on a fire
Yeah.
with wet wood, and it was hard going.
it was.
I still ate it.
Yeah,
It was a bit doughy in
not
the
what
middle,
not,
wasn't it?
And when we say doughy, we mean flour.
We mean it's still flour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good experience. But I'd say this is probably in the top.
This is
This is
one or two.
One of the top hardest nights to get a fire. Well, not going, but keep
Yeah.
it going.
Yeah.
It's been burning for what?
But we're
4 hours.
managing to find decent-ish wood, and just keep this thing going.
Ray's like a master sculptor.
What are you making there, Ray?
This will be, believe it or not,
A walrus? No.
Please ship me my portable walrus out of wood. They're only 16 instalments.
Ray is the fire starter, the twisted fire starter.
And he is.
the eyes. Damn my eyes.
You join us around the campfire. Raymondo with iron lungs, keeping it real. Here we are, 8 years later. A little older, a little fatter, a little less hair. You know what I mean?
A little less ripped.
It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm having a good time. Even though this is probably the second hardest we've ever had to struggle to keep firing. This is now 5 hours in, and it's been a constant struggle. But yeah, it's warm now.
It's basically just like life, isn't it?
Yeah, a constant struggle just to keep going and stop going out. The flame is extinguished. Luckily, what you can't see is a vacuum pump up Ray's rear end, just keeping it fucking flowing.
I feel like Julian Cleary.
You got better hair than him,
with,
right?
with a little less makeup, obviously. Filthy.
Cannot recommend this enough. It might be cheap. It might be by Rolson, but without this tonight, we would have not bought an axe with us.
He's rolled some like a Wilco's brand.
I think
or
it's a
something.
Soggy brand, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I basically, we needed it because I didn't want something too heavy, but straight out of the packet, it had a feel. It hasn't got a razor's edge now because we've caned it, and it's hit the rock a few times as we were chopping sticks. But it's overall pound for a tenner. That's got your back. Plus, it's got a bottle opener to open your beer. So
Exactly.
it's all right.
Try it yourself.
It literally weighs about, I'd say, kilogram, 900 grams, something like that. It's all right.
Mesmerising. Through the fire and flames.
Walking through hot coals just to get to the end.
Feels nice, doesn't it?
I just tried to come up with some spiritual stuff then, but I didn't know what on
You have
about.
to try harder than that, Jay. Come on.
Life is like a flame
Oh, I'll push it
driven
over
through
there.
wood. It's hot and it gets hard, but it's worth it for a vixen.
Welcome back. So the fire's roaring now. Jay and Ray are just over there collecting some more wood, and I'm being lazy and contemplative looking into the fire. So all's good, all's good. And you know what, it's good to be back out again. I'm trying not to get too close to the fire because I've got my down jacket on. I've got a fleece, I've got my rab hat on and my down jacket because it is quite cold away from the fire. I think it's due to go down to about -6 tonight, but we've got the beer blanket on as well, so all's good. But it is really good to be back out again, honestly. We spent many a happy evening, night, day in this forest, and it's good. So I think the first time we came here was about 10 years ago, and the farmer that owns this land, we got permission, but because there is nowhere really to park on his farm and on the road at the top, we always park in the village down below. So what I did was I dropped these two guys off. That's just the standard. Drop these two guys off. Whoever draws the shortest straw, but I offered this time, park in the village and then run up. But it's all good, and it is all good to get permission as well. So if you're watching this video, always get permission. You need permission, especially when lighting fires.
This stuff. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, this stuff. It's a bit damp, but this is dead wood off a pine, and it's laden with sap inside. Once you get so this is primarily now. It's so cold. We're going to need this. So this is just going to go like a bomb. No accelerant needed. Nature's pine will do it. I meant that.
What's that, Ray? Cuba's finest.
Definitely.
What brand's that?
Romeo and Juliet. It's nice, that.
Right. So, what time are we on, Jay?
It is 22:58.
22:58, and we've been manning this fire now for about
7 hours nearly.
Feels like about 3 days, but no, it's about 7 or 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's all good. We've kept it in, and we're just gonna let it die down, I think now. But what a night! It is quite cold away from the fire, but it's been good. We've listened to pretty much every type of music going. And we've got some music on now that reminds us of the West Island Way.
Beautiful song. It's all about the memories.
This reminds me of the Roar Denon Hotel next to Loch Lomond. Me doing some drunken air guitar. But having to delete it as well because I'd run out of memory on the
It's in
camera.
my mind.
It's all there, it's all there.
It's there, mate. I don't forget.
It's all there.
I also don't forget the time when you flipped upside down a signpost and nearly broke your neck.
Okay, that is a good one as well. Trail Magazine posted a picture in Glencoe, and it was Badian Nambian in the background, and there was a signpost, and one of the guys from Trail Magazine was like, I don't know what it's called, but he was like grabbing the pole and going upside down with his legs in the air. And we tried to recreate it on a couple of occasions. The first time we went, it was February and it was absolutely freezing, and it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. No, it can't have been, can it?
No, it was. No, seriously.
No, it must have been in summer, because it would have been pretty freaking dark.
Was
Yeah,
the early doors,
yeah. Second time was early doors, but the first time it was too cold to hang on to. The second time I tried it and like flipped over and almost shattered my spine.
Fail spectacularly. It means fail spectacularly.
Yeah, no, this was something else.
Yeah, it was
But
good.
yeah, anyway, where was I at? I was talking about that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful song, man.
But we listened to it in Fort William afterwards, didn't we? And I have got that on video. No, I thought that was guitar bit, sorry.
That's cool.
But anyway, we listened to pretty much everything. We've been listening to The Smiths, we've been listening to
Joy Division.
The Hobbit, we've been listening to Joy Division, we've been listening to Jurassic Park soundtrack, we've been Burial, yep.
You know.
Bit of Guns N' Roses.
Even a guilty pleasure, one Skrillex track.
One Skrillex track, why not, yeah. So it's been an absolutely excellent night, and it's hopefully the first of many to come. Right, so the fire is burning down now. We will put this out, and then the guys are just getting ready. Is it thermal trousers night tonight, Ray?
Maybe. I'm not
What
sure.
about you, Jay?
I forgot my favourite luminous yellow boxer shorts.
I'm doing a D special.
I've actually got 2 sleeping bags tonight. I've got the
I'll
trusty
be honest,
old...
guys. At the minute, all I've got on is my trusty old British Army thin thing,
thing,
and
yeah.
then me Norgie.
Yeah.
And I'm alright, but as soon as I move away from the fire,
Yeah.
I'm a tad cold. So luckily I've got my 4-season sleeping beast in there, so
The Vanguard original.
and using my rucksack as a pillow.
Yeah.
We're going to be fine. It is
Right.
cold. It's very cold.
So it's time to get bedded down, I think.
Got fire
I
blowing.
think I'm going to chill by the fire till it goes out.
I am. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes and then bedtime.
20 minutes.
Good morning. I don't mind telling you, that was not a bad night's sleep, to be honest. That's one of the best night's sleep I've had in this forest, I think. I think thanks to the addition of my thermarest that I purchased about 6 months ago, and the fact that I got 2 sleeping bags and my down jacket as well, I was toasty warm and comfortable, so it was all good. So there's just a couple of little things to tidy away. Yeah, we're going to leave no trace, obviously. Put the fireplace back to how it was. Tidy a few of those bits of wood away. But there's the tree in the light of day. It used to be a proud looking thing, but now it looks like it's something from a Martian landscape. And you can tell you do get some folk up here that are a bit idiotic. But it's a shame, it really is a shame to see the tree gone. Quite a nice morning as well. I don't think it dropped below freezing last night, but I bet it was close. It certainly felt close as we walked away from the fire. It certainly felt very, very cold indeed. It does feel quite cold this morning, so I'm going to keep the down jacket on until we set off walking, I think. Right, time to pack away, which will just involve me rolling my entire sleep system up in one go and just chucking it in the bag, and then I'll sort it before I go on my next adventure, no doubt. No, I'll sort it when I get home.
Yeah.
I will, Jay, honestly. I will. I'll sort it when I get home and yeah. Right, that's the ease of bivvying. I can just afford to do that. Roll everything up in one go, chuck it in the bag, gone. Right, so that's what we're going to do. See you in a minute. Leaving no trace whatsoever. Obviously the fire ring is always present. Goodbye tree. We've picked up a lot of rubbish from other people as well. Just trying to return it to nature as best as possible, which is always the good thing to do. It did drop quite cold last night. I didn't see any frost in the forest. Welcome back for a final time. So that was a really good night, nice and relaxed. It's a shame that it got dark so early, but then again that is the nature of the business in this time of year, I suppose. I think next time we'll probably aim to be up there for about 2, something like that. In the background there is my favourite pub in the world, the Old Poets Corner. Right. So hopefully I managed to get some footage that wasn't too dark and you could actually see what we were doing. The beautiful village of Ashover. I'd love to live here. Right, so all that's left to say is thanks for watching. Click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.